We bet you're wondering what you need to do to get ready for the FAFSA. And we have answers. The following is a step-by-step guide. The first step is to create your account at Federal Student Aid, also known as your FSA ID. The username and password you will create allows you to access all Federal Student Aid websites, including the FAFSA, and serves as your legal signature. You must create your FSA ID at least 3 days prior to filing your FAFSA, as it must be verified by the Social Security Administration before you are able to use it. You can create your FSA ID by going to studentaid.gov and clicking on Create an Account. Be sure you have your Social Security number, cell phone, and access to your email when you are ready to create it. We recommend using FAME's FSA ID creation worksheet to write down the information associated with your FSA ID. You can download and print the form at famemain.com. For helpful, detailed instructions, view our short video, How to Create Your Account on studentaid.gov on our YouTube channel. If parent information is needed on your FAFSA, at least one parent will need to have their own FSA ID to electronically sign it. Help them to set up their FSA ID using the same steps you took to create yours, just with their own information. If your parent already has an FSA ID, maybe for themselves or because your sibling filed a FAFSA, but is having trouble accessing it, check out the What the Heck is Wrong with My FSA ID video. The FAFSA is a rules-based form and mainly displays questions pertaining to you. If your FAFSA form requires information from a contributor, like a student needing a parent to complete part of the FAFSA form, questions about the contributor will be asked. When you enter information about your contributor, an invitation will be sent to them to complete their portion of the form. Be sure the contributor has created an account at studentaid.gov. They will need an account to access the FAFSA website. You will need to list your high school, all of the colleges you are interested in attending, identify who your contributors are, including their legal name, date of birth, social security number, and email. You'll also need to answer questions related to your dependency status, such as marital status, whether you've been in foster care or in the legal guardianship of someone other than your parent, or are unaccompanied and at risk of homelessness. The dependency questions will determine if parent information is needed on your FAFSA. If your relationship status with your parents is, it's complicated, and you're worried about how you can complete the FAFSA, don't worry. The FAFSA is actually pretty flexible and can accommodate a lot of different situations. It can also be adjusted if your family has had some recent changes in income or unusual expenses. If you need help with the FAFSA, contact FAME. We'll help you figure out how to file the FAFSA for your situation. The FAFSA will also ask for income information for you and your parent, if required. You'll want to have a copy of federal tax returns handy. You will need to grant permission to add your tax return info from the IRS to your FAFSA while you are filing, but having the paperwork handy is important. Be sure to have the income information from the correct year. The FAFSA for any given academic year uses tax and income information from 2 years prior. To figure it out, look at the year the fall semester begins and subtract 2 years. Lastly, many students and parents aren't required to list their assets on the FAFSA. If you must answer questions about assets, only the following assets must be reported on the FAFSA: cash, checking, and savings accounts, real estate other than your primary residence, small business or investment farms, and other financial assets like stocks, bonds, certificates of deposit, money market accounts, and college savings plans, including 529 plans and Coverdell accounts. You may be surprised to learn what you don't have to report as an asset on the FAFSA. These items include the home you live in, retirement plans, life insurance policies, or personal possessions. When listing required assets, be sure to list them under the person whose section is being completed. For example, a parent's checking account balance will be listed in the parent section. A student's checking account balance will be listed in the student section. However, there is an exception for 529 plans and Coverdell accounts. These are always listed as a parent asset, even if the student is the beneficiary or owner. Once you have gathered all the information, you're ready to file the FAFSA. You and your parents can file your FAFSA at home at your own pace once everything has been gathered, or you can attend one of FAME's FAFSA help sessions held statewide, both virtually and in person. Don't forget, you must file your FAFSA every year to receive financial aid. The good news is it will be even easier after the first year, since you already have your FSA IDs. You'll simply be providing an update each year. We wish you good luck as you complete your FAFSA, and if you need assistance, email us at education@famemaine.com.